It's so fire.
Oh, these are big. Usually they're like half of that.
Yeah, that lasts up to 8 hours. So.
Nah, this shit it's a real situation. When it comes to situations.
Total package.
They repost all my posts. I love them.
Does it taste good?
I can't wait till they're sponsored my own show.
1, 2.
I still gotta
Hey
go to
Phil.
the
No, we good. We're good. I think the beats are playing now, so we should be good. Can they hear all of this out? I'm saying it. I got plugged in.
They should be able to hear it.
They should be able to hear everything. All right. Go ahead, take yourself a bottle.
Yeah, he said take one out. You can use
You
an empty
too.
bottle. Yes. Love you.
Cause I know you use this stuff.
I use it. You don't understand. Especially
And he
athletic.
made it for trainers, people who are athletes,
Yep.
elite athletes.
Yeah, I think the amino acids in it.
Yes, it's a real situation. Like, I take the shit and be up. Yes. You know who's coming to see you again today?
Marcus King?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, he signed his deal.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so what does that mean?
It's about to be a whole little flippity dippity.
Like I told my daddy, don't tell me what, tell me when.
Okay, all right. I love your energy. I embrace it.
He's gonna start, when did he start?
Today.
Oh, he starts today.
Yeah. He's supposed to be here. I just don't understand. He was here this morning.
Oh, he was?
Yeah. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna text him, see where he at. All right, we got 4 minutes.
Hey.
We're gonna do a little coaching, but we're gonna address a question too.
Okay.
What is that?
I'm gonna do a little coaching, but I'm also gonna address a question. Right? There's a question that's on YouTube.
Oh.
No, on IG that I posted.
The one about,
Yes, and when I tell you motherfuckers was going ham,
you
and
know,
that
ladies
shit,
lost their minds. Like, no, though, let me tell you.
I was
though.
like,
Let me-
damn.
Shut up.
I
Yo,
saw that question.
they went
double
ham.
standard lame asses. Shut up. I guess that's kind of what me and my dude is doing, kind of. Until he realizes my nails were just looking so raggedy. He like,
Here.
he was Superman. I'm like, I'm trying to be frugal.
Y'all niggas would be mad at me because I would be like, that is not my responsibility.
No, it wasn't. I was just gonna do me till I had the money to get them done. But then I took a picture and he saw them and he was like, babe, nah. Like I'm.
I would be
sending you money.
hella, I would be hella bougie. I would look down at you.
No, he actually. This is.
You have let yourself fall.
This is so funny. This is what really happened. He was like, I don't have time to come bring you the money myself. So he had his driver go to him, pick up the money, and bring it from him to me.
No, I'm not doing any of that.
I was
I just was like, he really wanted you to get
Yeah,
it.
he was like, babe, get them done.
You have let yourself fall to dire straits.
Not even dire, because I keep myself together.
Your nails are raggedy. You do not represent
They
me
were just,
anymore.
Like, way grown out, and I really needed to film.
No,
Color was
hell
over
no.
there.
But they were nude, so you like.
You can't be independent and need help.
Yeah.
You don't need help, we're just gonna offer to do it.
I'm not offering shit.
But yeah, other than that, like, although he's very well off, like, we're not at that stage, so I'm just like letting us do everything.
You
Yeah,
Pretty much.
yeah.
You are not to be taken care of. You are to take care of yourself.
Exactly. So he's like, get yourself together.
She called me a Scrooge.
You are being one.
Wow.
No, he's just a spiritual being.
A spiritual being.
That's one of the shows I want to do. I want to do a men's and a female version of how do you have a spiritual versus a transactional relationship.
Nobody
what are the
knows.
measures you take?
Nobody knows.
I didn't say you have to know, but you can have a conversation,
It's true.
right?
Yeah.
And then people can talk about like what do they do to make sure it's not, or if they don't care and they want it to be, or whatever.
It's true.
Yeah.
I can smoke a bag of that.
Right? Because after like what I went to, that was like, dude has money, but he's like, I know unless you get yourself to a certain point on your own, you're not gonna just trust me giving it to you anyways. He's like, so how about you just do what you need to do, get yourself back together, and then once you feel like you got where you want to be, then we can talk about money. Because he has like hella money.
Right, but you don't want his money for your own.
We at 5 o'clock, bro. Where we at?
Now. You know what I mean? Like, I want help. Like, he's like, if you put together a business
Okay, you
plan,
good.
you need money and it's a good business plan, I'll, of course, give you the money for the business. Like, but he's like, no, I'm not just going to be throwing
Stop just giving you
money
money.
at bitches, yeah. Because he used to. He learned his lesson. 6 baby mamas later, he learned his lesson.
6, baby.
Yeah.
6?
A little wild, but it's not very.
He just loves kids.
This is terrible. This is gonna hurt niggas' hearts.
What, this whole conversation?
Should men withhold money for 90 days while dating?
If that was the case, the way society like set up, you would never even date. Cause like, what about that first date?
Hey, so I'm calling your show.
Close that door for me.
I need to know. Show me which way to go. Before I throw my hand out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on because it takes 2 to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story. So she What are your bedroom turnoffs, fantasies, and fetishes? Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff? The child wasn't here, and you still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss a woman's ass. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
I feel an attention in my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses. Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason. Ladies and gentlemen, it is yet another Monday.
Hey.
I got an incredible topic. First off, I'm doing some coaching. So anybody that's dealing with any relationship issues, any relationship struggles, or anything remotely close to that, please reach out to us. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. That's 323-230-4610. Welcome to the Voice of Reason. If this is your first time tuning in to the Voice of Reason, please understand this is what we do. We cover relationship topics, and I surround myself with a Google of beautiful women from all walks of life, and they speak on things from their perspective. And I try not to judge them, of course. But every now and then they catch a judgment. They catch a piece of judgment every now and again. I don't mean to judge. I don't mean to be harsh. Well, maybe being harsh isn't necessarily judging. Maybe I'm just being firm.
There's a difference between judging and correction.
How about that?
There you go.
Judgment and assessment.
Right?
A lot of people don't know the difference between that.
Most people don't know
And
the
will
difference.
take assessment to mean judgment.
Right.
I've been called judgmental by many when I was clearly just assessing the situation. I got topics and I'm coaching. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. The Voice of Reason deals with relationships, and we allow the women to have their say. Before I get to today's topics, bam! Oh, I'm sorry. Total Package Energy, ladies and gentlemen. Total Package Energy is the greatest energy drink in the game. Period. Bar none. Developed by a trainer. Let me tell you, the trainer is he's a weight trainer for a lot of NBA, NFL, soccer, baseball. He's located in the Bay. His name is Anthony Eagleton. He's hella spiritual, deep guy. He basically turns lifting weights into a martial art.
Which is outstanding for your body.
That's how wild he is. So, you know, he's trained my son for the last 30 summers or whatever. Total Package Energy Shot is designed off of his philosophy of training. So with Total Package Energy, it's an energy boost, neural enhancer, stamina sustainer, antioxidant. Zero sugars, carbs, rush, jitters, crash. Enhanced with vitamins, natural ingredients, and amino acids. If you don't go to Total Package Energy right now and buy one of these little boxes, you out here playing reindeer games.
It's so good. It's so good.
I will say, unless you're an Uber driver or a truck driver or a Lyft driver, don't drink this shit at night.
No, for real. Yeah, no.
Because you're going to be up reading War and Peace or some shit. You're not going to bed. You're going to be up. You dig? So Total Package Energy, please support. Also, go get my book, The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship, from Amazon.com. Get the paperback version of that. It's a great book. The Relationship Dismount. What do you mean by dismount, Zoe? Well, if you know anything about gymnastics, it doesn't matter how good the routine is. If you don't stick the landing, you get a poor score. Wow. What's wrong with your relationship routine that would cause you not to stick the landing? How you end a relationship is how you begin the next one. If you end the one relationship fucked up, chances are you're molded. What do I mean by molded? Do you know if you twist your ankle in a pair of basketball shoes that you should not wear those basketball shoes again?
Absolutely.
Because the shoe is molded to the injury.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Did y'all know that?
Nope.
Real personal trainers and physical therapists who understand the body will tell you, get rid of those shoes.
You'll keep rolling your foot in that same place over and over
Eventually, yes, because the injury is molded into the shoe. The idea, that concept is in the book. The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship is now available at Amazon.com, niggers. I mean, family, friends and family.
Just making sure people is paying attention, I guess. Okie dokie.
Hey, man, turn this music up, man. Can we turn everything up? Me, the music, everything. Just turn everything up. The Relationship Dismount. How to stick it. Man, oh man, it's Shevitz. And then my other CD. A CD fire.
It is so fire.
Sometimes, I mean, my daughter listened to it. It's weird to have an adult daughter.
Why is it weird?
I think
you
it's.
Knew she was gonna grow up.
But I didn't want it. I didn't want that.
Right. He's like, I knew it, but doesn't mean I have to like
She didn't ask for permission. God damn it.
To grow up. You're ridiculous.
But Jesus, it's interesting to see. To me, it's easier to have an adult son.
Right.
Because that's like my nigga. Hey, nigga, come here. Let me holler at you, nigga.
Because you're both men and you understand. Better.
You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, your daughter's like a precious jewel.
It's like, holler at me, pimp. Let me get at you on some shit.
Right.
Me and my son, we be like, yeah, nigga, that's what it is, my nigga. Word. You know.
That's your boy.
That's my boy. My daughter. Damn. So, my daughter is watching the shows now.
Hey.
And offering advice. And first off, I'm just uncomfortable.
But you knew it was gonna happen, and your archive is so intense. You didn't think she was gonna come upon it and check it out eventually.
She up on it, and that's one of the main reasons why, you know, I do these shows, because I knew, like, you know, for propriety's sake,
right?
You know, I'm gonna die soon, so fuck it.
Soon. I think we need to like replace the word soon with like
One
eventually.
I'm just saying, you know, shit.
Soon. It's
I'm
like
old.
30 years from now. Shut up.
Shit, 15 minutes. You never know.
I mean, anyways.
But she peeping game. Like, she's learning, and shit is scary, dog. You know? It's really scary. Fuck it. Okay, cool. We've got a great topic tonight, and I hope my daughter isn't listening, because I saw her ass in the chat room earlier today.
Oh, you gotta tell us who she is.
I said, wait a minute. Right. Is that little Bubasha? And there she was. I didn't mention her, so what's up, Tone Talks? Tone Talks is in the motherfucking building. We got a lot of people in the chat room. When you hear me mention chat room, understand this. Seeing that I lost my point earlier, that's fine. When you see me in the chat room, or when you hear me mention chat room, understand this. I'm talking to our YouTube page. We broadcast the show live from the studio to YouTube. You end the dig? You know I'm rocking that Warren Moon. Somebody's making a reference to my hat. Classic Houston Oilers baseball cap. But listen, are y'all ready for today's topic? It's going to be twofold. I'm coaching. You need coaching? Call me. The number to dial is 323-230-4610, 323-230-4610. But I also want to deal with this topic. When I tell you the internet went crazy, women was checking me and I'm unfollowing you. And I said, wait a minute, this ain't even from me. This is from a woman. A woman gave me this, all right? It's not from me, okay? A woman brought this to my attention, which is most of the time. Most of the time, women bring me shit. I see my baby boo walking in this motherfucker. No, most of the times, women bring me things, and then I post them, and then women get mad at me as if, or say Zoe is being misogynistic, or how am I being misogynistic when I got this from a woman? You know how often women reach out to me and be like, Zoe, talk about this shit right here. I get it a lot.
I believe it.
They be like, holla at them. You see Mimi just slide in this motherfucker,
right?
boy.
These outfits be so fire.
Just said, well, fuck it then. I'm just gonna slide through.
The reason all I'm eating now is chicken and fish for a little while, because I want to look like Mimi.
Mimi looks, man.
Delicious.
Right,
she not just a snack. She like the dessert and the meal. So much.
So, listen, we've done various versions of this particular topic. Now, don't forget, if you need coaching, if you need some help through a particular situation or issue, call us. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. That's 323-230-4610. But this topic, I got it from a woman. You know who I got it from. I got it from A Lot of Body. A Lot of Body follows me. She listens to the show or whatever. She is family. She good people. And she posted this on her page. And when I saw it, I was like, this shit is not getting enough attention. And I told her, I'm about to steal this. So I stole it and posted on my Instagram. And that's when the fireworks began. Can you get on my Instagram and pull up the comments?
Oh, yeah.
Because the women were salty as Planters peanuts in that motherfucker.
What's
boy.
funny is I didn't even look at the comments now that you said
Nah,
that.
man, it was a war going on.
152 of them. Oh, hell yeah.
It was a war going on. So before you read any, here's the question. The comment says, okay, ladies, if a man implemented a 90-day waiting period before he spends money on you, would you date him? Now, we already know about Steve Harvey's famous wait 90 days before you give up any cookie.
Right.
Yoni. Passion fruit. Flesh flower. Okay, cool. I'm sorry. I just drifted off into fantasy world. But what if men did the same thing in reverse? Some women were saying, are you equating money to the flower of life, you wretched demon?
I was just thinking that in my head. Like,
that's how women were like, you
equal?
Came from your mother. You wouldn't spend money? I'm not challenging your spiritual place in the world. I'm not. I didn't even write this shit. I got it from a female's page. Oh, you're calling us female now? I am a woman. Okay, sorry. Jesus, I'm not trying to offend.
You couldn't say nothing right.
I'm just trying to ask the question. If a man implemented a 90-day waiting period before he spends money on you, would you date him? Would you consider him a viable relationship choice? Mimi's like, this is the bullshit. And Mimi's like, I ain't about reindeer games, nigga, okay? I'm too old for the bullshit. Turn Mimi's mic on. We can't even hear baby boo. Mimi like, you bullshit. I need to understand, though, because a woman will put a man, on yoni punishment quick than a motherfucker. What if a man, in turn, put a woman on provision punishment? You ain't doing your womanly duties. You not handling your womanly thing. So, to speak to that, I'm gonna have to put you on punishment. I need. Come on, y'all. I know. Is it a bad question? It came from a woman. The comments were crazy, and I want to know from y'all. Tiff, if a man came to you and was like, look, I'm not spending no money on you for 90 days. You need to prove to me that you are who you say you are. You need to prove to me that not only you are who you say you are who you behave as. See, women need to figure out, because y'all bottom line behavior too much. Bottom line is his behavior. Nigga can lie through his behavior. Sorry, niggas been doing it for years. And niggas who don't acknowledge the fact that they lie through their behavior is just a motherfucking liar, period.
Right.
Okay, so are you who you behave as? And is 90 days long enough to ascertain the truth of a motherfucker, both for sex and to spend money on? Mimi, bring your little sweet ass in here and speak on this, baby.
You know, well, I was thinking about, I can't hear myself, so I feel a little weird here, but listen.
You sound great, by the way.
Great. That's a great thing. So I was thinking about it, and I thought, well, if all the rules across the land was a 90-day rule, let's just say everyone is abiding by this rule, I have no problem with it. Let's do the 90-day challenge. I'm with it, because I want to get to know you, and you can get to know me. I may not like you in 90 days, and that may help me out, because I might have got with you, and I'd have had a body count, and now I'm not, because I don't like you now. So that's a great thing. Now, what I will also say, now, if we're living in today's world and someone says, hey, you got to wait 90 days and this and that, I mean, I would feel like, you know, it's kind of odd you're having this conversation. It would maybe have me looking to figure out what angle was he coming from, which would probably cause a little problem because I'm wondering your angle. I mean, so if you're telling me to wait 90 days, you know, you got a girl, you're trying to get rid of her in 90 days. What does this 90 days really mean? Now, 90 days means a lot of different things that you don't want to, you know, really be involved. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't know his angle. So I think that because I would know his angle, he would have to explain it. And then once I saw that, if I liked him enough, I said, he's a cool dude and I see value in him, like I like his spirit, I could roll with that. Now, if he's some dummy and he's trying to tell me about 90 days, fool, you can't tell me about nothing. I don't even like you. So forget the 90 days. Goodbye and good night.
Goodbye and good night. Is 90 days enough time to ascertain if a woman is worth spending money on? Is 90 days enough time to ascertain if a man is worth that sweet meat empanada? I'm sorry.
Meat empanada.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. I give props to that one. Sorry.
Empanese.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, the representative, the actor, the presenter
is off the stage. They might get an encore. You feel me? They might think it's standing ovation. You know what I mean? So it just depends on who we talking about. Some people act real well. Some people can't act very long because the real them is so ready to be real. They can't, you know what I mean? You find out right away. But they got good actors. I know y'all know some. You thought they was cool for 30, 40 years and you figure out they was really a hater. You know the ones.
Yep.
I do.
Yeah. So, in the studio, returning to the show.
Oh, shoot.
Tell me how to say this, because Kiki, are you with? It's not Kiki.
No.
Her name is Keisha.
It's
But she calls herself Key B.
Yes.
Key B.
She's in the studio. This is her second time around.
All right, Key B.
Can you shed some light on tonight's topic? Women don't want to give up nothing unless they're getting something in return.
I personally think there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? As long as you're not asking anything from me and you want to go 90 days without spending $1 on me, that's fine. I could pay my way. I could buy my own food. You know what I mean? And just like they said, I might not even like you the first time I meet you. And, you know, what's the point of you spending anything on me if I know I don't like you? I'm not about to just take your money like that anyway.
Why can't women just do shit independent of men?
Definitely can.
This is what I mean by that.
Why?
Women do shit like either in conjunction with men, after men do it. This is what I mean by that.
Okay. Thank you.
I hate that. I hear it all the time. Whatever you want to do, I'll do it.
Oh.
Or, you know, you cheated on me, so I cheated on you.
The follow the leader syndrome.
My thing is, do what the fuck you want to do. Yeah. Don't wait for me to do some shit so it can serve as a coupon for you to do the shit you've always wanted to do.
Right.
So here's the thing about that. You want to fuck me, but I don't want to spend money on you. Do what you want to do and fuck me instead of playing the game. Women are relationship politicians. I know y'all niggas ain't ready for this real talk tonight.
And I was gonna be real. I think that can only count on my one hand how many people I waited more than 30 days. So this rule none of this really applies to me personally.
But doesn't
socially,
that make sense?
I understand the whole.
How often do women sit back and kind of wait for a man to either do something or open the door for a situation or a circumstance to happen in order for a woman to say, all right, I'm going to do this. Even though she already wanted to do it, she was just waiting to get the cosign from him. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
But women wait for indicators, you know.
Speak
because
on it, Mimi.
The thing about it is men, there's a lot less men in the world. Men have a bigger grocery store to enjoy, whether they like the meats, the produce, whatever they like in the store. It's seafood, whatever it is, you can find it. These men have options, you know. Not that we women don't, but there's more of us than them. So I just, you know what I mean? So I think because that's the case, you know, it puts a little weird situation in. This person may be an actor all day long. He might just be the actor. He may not even know who he is. Or she may not even know who she is. Maybe she's acting like she has a job and she really is AFDC. Not hating on that for the people that get that. I'm just using examples of the game. You know what I'm trying to say? You know, why are you always at home, baby? They got me at home taking calls from home. They lying constantly. There's one lie equals to another lie.
Right.
So I just feel like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I got you.
So in general, I just think the way things are set up, you know what I'm saying? It's like you don't even know when the representative has left the room. So you have to have a spirit. And your spirit man has to kind of feel certain things add up.
So,
not only do you spirit it, you're watching these indicators.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's indicators. You know, if a dude
Right.
tell you, I don't have a girl, but on holidays you can't see him before an hour, he got somebody.
Something's cracking.
Something else is cracking. That's an indicator. He says that, you get what I'm trying to say? There's a big party for his mama, but you can't come. He'll call you later, and he don't even call you that night because he's too busy with the girl he went to the party with, and it's not you. So, but all the while he tells you he loves you.
But it's not like that all the time.
But no, I'm not saying that. I'm making light of funny things.
If women, and you guys can correct me, if women don't take initiative, right, ownership of their own narrative and who the fuck they are, they're always going to follow our lead. Now, is that nature? Is it natural for you to just wait for us to give you what Mimi said, which is the indicator?
I think it's natural for some people, but not everybody.
Right.
But not everybody, right?
Right.
So if there's a woman out there who want that pipe, who want the swipe, shouldn't she just discard the political game that's played in the relationship situation? Like, for instance, let me go back here, because this is a political game. If a man implemented a 90-day waiting period before he spends money on you, would you date him? Now, that question encapsulates the game.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
I think if you're sexually attracted to that person, or you have some type of thing that you can't see beyond the eye when you're around them, they excite you like no other, you're going to do whatever you do prior to the 90 days because you want to, whether that person is giving you something or not. But yesterday I went to a concert and this girl was standing next to me and she was trying to have sex with Sugar Free. I mean, it was so obvious. She had opened her legs on the stage. She had fell on the stage, and every time he was like saying he was sweating, she was like, I'll wipe you off. And I mean, this is in front of everyone and people are videotaping her. She opened her legs. But the point I'm making is that she don't need 90 days. She needed 2 minutes to decide, I will hit that, I will lick that, and you can take me backstage after the show. So you get what I'm saying?
And
so those are different
types. He didn't say
types.
he was going to give her money, right?
He didn't say no money. He wasn't really that interested either. You understand? Like, he wasn't trying to hit it. Let me just make that clear. He was doing his show. He thought it was rather funny, actually. But the point that I'm making, probably someone he's not interested in. But whatever the case may be, I saw at that moment, people are like that all the time. If they like a man, they're throwing themselves. They will do whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying?
So let me come back to this point. Let me just bring this back around, because Mimi brings up a great point. If we look at the condition of African American men, niggas is broke.
Right.
So niggas lie.
Right.
So niggas present a certain way.
Correct.
So they can get that meat empanada.
Right.
Everybody just lying.
You understand? The woman is lying because she's in a prison of judgment by society. Right. So she really want dick but can't ask for dick because she don't want to be judged and seen a certain way.
Right.
So could the lies be begetting each other?
Of course.
Of course.
Yes?
Yes. It's a game.
That's what
like
I'm talking
chess.
about. That's what. So when we talk about this damn question here, this is a relational and politically charged question regarding the politics of intimacy. 90 days, no bread. Now, if you tell that to the average woman here in America, especially African American woman, 90 days, no bread. You bum ass, dusty. Yeah?
Yes.
Now, if we look at the black man's position in America, he ain't got no bread anyway.
Right. I just thought this was interesting because it shows the place of entitlement for women, especially if they date men with money, is that a woman feels entitled to your money just because you have it. Like, so this 90-day rule, I thought about it when I saw it, yesterday or 2 days ago? And I thought to myself, I was like, women actually feel more entitled to your money the more you have. So like if you, the 90-day rule would piss off the girl who is dating a millionaire because she'd be like, well, you got it. Why don't you spend it? Well, because it's not yours. But women really feel entitled. Like, if you got it, why don't you spend it? And then if you're broke, you're like, well, why don't you got it?
Wait,
this is not your money, period. I don't know if I even like you yet.
Wait, let's do it another way. Do women, I'm asking all three of you. I'm going to start with KBZ.
Okay.
See how I changed her name? Cool. Okay.
You be making up shit as he goes.
No, that's fine. KBZ. That's where she at. Kiki. All right, cool. Do women send men through hoops and make them prove themselves in order to get the empanada?
I think a lot of women do that.
For the most part.
If they know how to, at that age. Because not everybody even knows how to do that anyway.
Okay, so we're living in a society that's supposed to be pushing equality. So, in what ways should women prove to men that they're worthy of their wallets?
That part.
See, that's a good question. Because I all still think that, it still depends on the person. Because what I'm worth to myself might not be what you think I'm worth at all. You know what I mean?
Smoke a bag of that.
Right.
I can smoke a bag of that. I can smoke a bag of that.
Oh, yeah. See, it just depends on the person. I just all think this whole question is built on individuality, I think.
Yes. And politics.
Yeah.
Right. Because me and her were talking about it before the show, and I said, a lot of the times when I meet a man, if you ask me out, I'll actually just say, like, let's meet for coffee or tea first. And, like, I'll even get my own. And we just sit and talk, because if I can't even enjoy like an hour of conversation with you, why are we doing anything else? Why are we sitting in a dark movie theater together? You trying to rub my leg? Why am I letting you buy me a $200 dinner? Like, if we don't even know we like each other. And that's what a lot of women take advantage of or take for granted is you feel entitled to a man to invest money in you, and he might not even like you. And you might not actually be worth it. You might be dumb as rocks and not even know it.
I just think it's sad in today's society. It's just the way we were all brought up. I feel like if Christmas came right now and you were dating a dude and your girl's like, what did he give you? And you say nothing and he didn't come around. In today's society, that would be an indicator. He don't care too much about you. Just even though that may not be true. He may care. It may have been busy. His cousin could have been sick and he may not have been able to buy something. I'm not saying that. But when she tells her friend that, her friend as an indicator is going to tell her other friends, like, girl, that dude don't like her because he didn't buy her nothing on a holiday. It was her birthday. She didn't get anything. So I think in today's society, it's not just that it's the women, it's the way the culture is. The culture says it's your birthday. What did he buy you? It's Christmas. What did you buy him? What did you do for him? Are you giving him head? Are you taking care of him in bed? What are you doing for your man? I mean, all these things are important right now. Like, if you're not pleasing your man, somebody else will, boo. You feel me? But if you're not pleasing your girl, eventually that may happen as well. So I said all that to say I think the culture that we live in now stimulates.
Like you have to
because you feel me? Because if you're not getting it, you feel like you have a less than relationship. If all your friends are taking trips this summer and you didn't, but your dude's on the porch playing PlayStation or he's just too busy for you, you're gonna be like, I got me, he may not, I love him, but that's why she's there. She loves him. But at a point, that whatever you want to call it, her subconscious, her other side, whatever the other person is, will talk to her and say, do you see what he's doing to you? Even though you love him, he ain't caring too much the way you want.
So, Mimi, are you saying, bottom line is, the quality of the relationship is based off of the quality of the gifts you're getting?
Oh, no, I'm not saying that for myself. I'm saying...
Not for yourself. No, I'm just saying in general for relationships today.
I think on relationships today, everyone is comparing. That's why you go eat, you take a picture of your dinner. You had a better dinner than Tasha. You had a better dinner than such and such. You guys only went
to... You eating at Del Taco, nigga.
Yeah. We're over here at crustaceans. Your dude is whack.
I took a picture of my food, nigga.
He's comparing. That's the thing. You're comparing. And you might say, he's a good man. He take care of her, but they don't never go nowhere. I don't know about that. It's going to be that negative vibe. He could do everything else right, but the fact that he can't do that unless he's done that in the past and he's just having a struggle, then he gets a pass.
Wow.
But if he hasn't, then people will judge it like he doesn't care about the woman, even though he does, and then they will even talk to him, that girl, about it. Look at these movies we watch. Right. We've seen it. The sister will say, oh, you see, he XYZ, but her dude is cheating too. But she wants you to leave her good dude because your dude really not nothing, but you judging her relationship. Comparison.
Right.
I would say I'm going through that right now.
I'm coming to you right now. So Tiff, answer me this. So you make more money than he does. What now?
What you mean? I mean, I was in that for 8 years.
So I'm just saying, like, when I'm not talking about the past, I'm saying moving forward in context to the original question of the show. If a man implemented a 90-day waiting period before he spends any money on you, how does this apply to a situation where you're the one that's the breadwinner?
You pay. Like I like, honestly, that's the one thing that I'm like, where women are currently exploiting like the double standard rules for women when it comes to feminism. because it's like, yeah, we're out earning black men, but we still want to hold you to all these antiquated standards. Like, that's super old. Like, if you make more money than your man, pay for the damn date night. It's not even complicated. Like, it makes complete sense.
What if the woman said, God said, you are the provider, nigga?
Side note, what does provider mean in Arabic and Aramaic? It doesn't mean financial only, bitches. Get your whole Bible self together.
Don't get us in there. We will run after you, niggas. Right. We run you down now.
I've done Bible studies on this. Provider does not mean financial, does not mean like give you everything you ever wanted. Side note, it means need, provision, but that can be spiritual. First, find you a spirit. Yes. Right. So just know, pay for the damn date, because you better be lucky you got an intellectual man who can say words in a sentence. Shit.
Some women will turn that down for a nigga that's bringing in that
will
bread.
Pay for the date if you can say words.
So what part of the question you want me to answer?
No, I want you to answer whichever part you want to answer.
Well, I feel like women, men, of course, they look and they choose, but women really make that choice. And I feel like for women, if they are attracted to you sexually, or you turn them on, you smell good, you got intellect, you doing all that, they'll go ahead and give you something way before the time they were supposed to, because they want to. That's a different part of the game. Now, if you meet him and he aight, and he trying to convince you to think he more than all right, it's gonna be that 90 days sound right, because I don't even know what's happening here. But when women like you, I think that is really interesting. If a woman likes you and you're doing all the things to her she likes, and that could just be emotionally, you could just be inviting her over to watch TV. But when you do, she that way about you, everything else is out the window. It's all about him.
Yes.
Nothing else matters. She'll be out with another dude calling him from the bathroom. Where you at, baby? Ooh. You know what I mean? Trying to get back to that. Because nothing else matters. You could buy all the things in the world, but if you don't have that connection, that's priceless.
And I think men and women are pretty superficial today, like today's music. I think the relationship struggle because the music has lost its content. Back in the day, we had some content. We had some kind of understanding of what it meant to commune with one another artistically, creatively, musically. And I think now it's all transactional. It's money, clothes, and hoes. Bitch, get on this dick, nigga. Not without that paper, nigga. Rich sex and all this kind of shit has stripped our interaction down to just this bare bones transactional investment kind of greed cycle that we're in. That's what I think kind of affects our ability to kind of understand each other. Back in the day, you can listen to some lyrics and they talking about some real heavy shit, and they talking about how to get close to each other and how to listen to each other. I'm like, wait a minute, nigga.
I say everybody just fuck for sport now.
I love it. Go deeper,
KB. Never lie.
It's fuck sport.
That's true.
It's a fuck sport.
It's just fucking for sport. It's just a game. You know what I mean?
Oh man, say more about fuck sport. I'm intrigued. Go ahead. Don't back up now. Tell me.
Well, just like you said, like in the old school songs, they actually were talking about something, and nowadays they're not talking about anything. And a lot of people don't read, so their music is like their go-to of how to feel about quote unquote love. Now, if you're not talking about love and you're just talking about fucking people all the time, or I got this guy's girl, or wooty wooty wop, that's what everybody's gonna go do. They're not really looking for a connection. They're just looking to fuck. Guys don't mind having a lot of bodies, so that's what they're out there looking to do.
Women have a lot of bodies, but are not happy with it.
Well, can we break this down though? To be completely honest, let's just I do this math.
Am I lying?
No.
There are a lot of women out there with a magic number.
True.
That niggas don't know about. They tell a nigga one number, but the magic number is another number.
It's true though, but because men don't feel comfortable. So if women could truly be honest,
they feel comfortable.
Both don't feel comfortable. Let's be very honest. Your dude wants a freak that he thinks was he number 2. Like there's only one dick before me. That's like every man I've ever met. They're like, I do love that you're a freak,
Tiffany,
but I would love if your number was not your number.
Tiffany, you telling me that a man wants to be number 2 in the dick cycle of a woman he's dating, but he wants her to have learned everything she needed to learn from that first dick.
Yeah, And I mean, in their head, to be honest, if men could have a virgin who was a freak the first time, that's like ideally what they all magically want. So that's the problem with the number. And this is the problem with Steve Harvey telling women the 90-day rule. Say you started fucking maybe like at 21. So you start fucking at 21 and you 90-day rule everybody from 20 until you get married, whatever that is. That's still 4 dudes a year until whenever the fuck you get married. That's still a bigger number than most dudes is comfortable with.
But maybe Steve is not just talking about sex. I haven't read the book.
16 dudes by the time you're 25, and most guys even think 16 is a high number.
16 is a number for your ass.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just saying.
Wait a minute. You didn't have 16 niggas?
Shit, if you can't handle 16, don't fucking DM me ever.
Wait, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. I'm playing devil's advocate right now. This is 16. I mean, spread over.
Right, and dudes be having 16 before they graduate high school.
Right.
Just hold on. It's just a different society here.
Some have 16 in 1 year.
Spread out over how many years?
I'm just saying, like, that if you do Steve Harvey's rule 21 to 25,
think, though.
16 in 4 years, they're like, oh, shit. But you're like, but I followed the 90-day rule, shit. Like, that's where the 90-day rule still don't really make sense.
Because you still gonna have bodies.
Because you still got bodies. So unless you do the 90-day rule once a year, like, the hell? The fuck? Unless you make that 90-day rule that one guy, you just coincidentally like him so much, that's your boo for the next year. That's not how the numbers game works.
So seeing that you won't let me be funny right now because you're so passionate about today's conversation.
I'm just saying, these numbers don't make sense.
So let me come back to this.
Be funny enough.
Are you telling me that at the end of the day, women really can't reach the sexual fulfillment from multiple men if they so choose to do so because of the standards of this society?
Yeah,
how
if they choose to care,
right? If they choose to care.
If they choose to care, yeah.
Right. Talk about the pressure on choosing to care. Because there has to be pressure. I know, listen, I have a daughter. I know it's pressure on her. She's a young woman, but she know me. I'm her dad, day one, all the way through. How am I going to explain to this nigga? I know that's in her head. How am I going to explain to this nigga? Not only the nigga that I'm attracted to, but how am I going to explain the nigga that I'm attracted to my dad?
Yeah, see, Prima got it hard. Hard. Man, and I feel for that brother. Don't even, like, you need to change your name and leave the country after you deflower that one right there. Like,
but do you see what I'm saying? If you raising somebody now, we just got to embrace the fact that this is what we got to do. And one of the things that we got to do, and of course it's mercenary, it's transactional, but you got to look into a motherfucker's lineage and his legacy.
Yes.
And say, who the fuck are y'all?
Right.
If y'all nobody. Because in a whack way, that's saying, how deep does your pockets go generationally?
Right.
And if we get together in any way, shape, or form, and we last, who gonna pay for the wedding? Who gonna pay for the baby showers? What part your family coming? What are we gonna get?
How about you got all life insurance? Who gonna bury grandma when she dies?
But do you get what I'm saying?
No
all
more
that
fundraisers. Get life insurance.
All that shit matters. Or what you dealing with? You dealing with poverty.
Right.
You dealing with Skid Row. If you don't ask these questions, so in one sense, a man will see a woman as a whore.
Right.
For asking these kind of questions, like, oh nigga, what you think this is? I could just go buy some pussy.
Right.
Why are you asking all these questions about my lineage and my family and generational monies? And in a way, especially nowadays, a woman has to have some kind of certainty in that space if she's going to move into any real long-lasting relationship with a man.
Right.
Does that mean she's only concerned about the money? Or does that mean the money is so intricately part of today's social interaction that you can't have a relationship without money? Period.
Right. both can't just be dead ass broke.
Right. I mean, you're going on a family vacation with the family, and none of you guys have 2 nickels to rub together. I mean, your mom's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm paying for you and him."
Well, maybe
maybe
the vacation isn't even a part of it.
Well, even if it's not a part, I'm just using an example to say people are always judging to see what you're doing. You go to Christmas dinner, everyone's judging what's going on, and I think that has a lot to do with. You may even lie for your mate just so that your girl is treating you. He's like, "Oh, my girl do that too." Knowing she will not do none of that. But I'm just using all that to say that people lie to feel better about their situation, because once you're in love, you actually settle for certain things, whether
You
good
kind
or
of don't
bad.
give a fuck.
Yeah,
right.
you kind of don't care. You like, so what? She can't cook. Shoot, we'll make some grilled cheeses, and after that, she'll do what she do and make me happy.
Some grilled
You know what I'm saying? So I just think.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
We're
if you
gonna
really,
make some grilled cheeses.
Yeah, let's make some grilled cheese. Have a picnic in the hallway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can act like we outside. You know,
never lie.
You know,
Stop
so
comparing and be happy where they at.
exactly, because that's when you really love somebody. It's not really about what you have; it's about the experience you guys have together when you come together. You know, that some people can't even live without their girl or guy all day long. Like, some people need a separation during the day, but there's some people, they want to go wherever the mate is at. You know what I'm saying? They'll sit in a car. You know, I had a. You feel me? They'll sit
We
there.
know who that is. We all know who that is. Yep.
Do we know who that is?
We all have a friend where it's like your dude will drive you everywhere. He drop you off at work. He'll wait outside. He'll pick you up. Or vice versa, the girlfriend who just, she'll drop you off at the barbershop and she'll wait in the car. Like, like they just can't wait to be back together. Like,
Right, yeah, they can't be apart, you know, but that's that ooh we love. That's that. And when they do that, that's that ooh.
Wow.
Like, I love you, boo, but codependency is not cute on me.
Oh no.
So why don't we, because somebody brings up a great point in the chat room, why don't we just strap up, get on the pill, and fuck like rabbits? Because then the legacy and all the social shit doesn't really matter. We're just fucking.
Because then you have to have enough trust between the two of you that you're both doing that. And no offense to the black community, that trust ain't there. And your consistency with your birth control and your condoms is terrible, folks. People are flabbergasted I'm 31 with no babies. I'm like, nah, me and my pill is like this.
This shit is crazy.
And I keep my own condoms at my house. Don't be telling me you forgot one. It's right there in that top drawer. I'm a grown up.
Oh my God.
I'm a grown up. Pills be popping, condoms be ready.
Let me ask the ladies this. Just let me, and I'm going to start with KB.
Okay.
Let me just ask the ladies this. Can you just go ahead? No, let me do another one. Let me do another one for KB. Because that question is so profound to me. 90 days without the wallet. Do you think that kind of relationship, 90 days without the wallet, you guys could, maybe get closer? Because you take the money out and then you guys maybe find a way to get closer, to find a way to do shit without spending money.
Right, I was just about to say that. You can
Talk
do a
to me.
lot of things without having money or without using money. A lot of shit is free. You know what I mean? The beach is free other than the parking sometimes. But, there's a lot of things you could do for free.
We can't go to the beach if the parking isn't.
Well, I'm saying other than the parking.
Y'all could check out books from the
Then
library
that means
and
we
start a
can't
book
go.
club.
Hold
You can
on,
just go
books
walk.
cost.
I said to the library. Okay.
Right.
Most niggas with library cards owe money.
They can go to Barnes and Nobles and sit.
Okay, if you
I
owe
think
money
you
to the
can get
library, that
closer to
shows you're
somebody as long as
irresponsible.
you
Maybe I
don't-
don't need to fuck with you.
If you want to do that little 90-day thing and not spend money to actually see what kind of person that is, I think you can get closer if you're trying to be in that type of relationship. Now, if you're only trying to fuck, the 90 days doesn't even make a difference.
Because
you know what I mean?
peep game. Read some of the comments. Some of the comments, no, on my IG. Read some of the comments and watch what I say to combat this shit right here. Some of the comments on my IG was crazy. The women thought I was saying this. I just posted the shit. I took the picture from another woman's page. And it was a question for those who are just tuning into the Voice of Reason. Welcome to Dash Talk X. I am Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. This is a relationship show where the women are highlighted, their perspectives. We have beautiful women in the building, starting with Mimi, Michelle Dukes, always keeping it real. What's up, babe?
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing?
And of course, we have KB, Keisha, Kiki. Are you with me? I'm sorry. She's in the building right now, as well as Tiff Talk, Tiffany Ram. Okay, cool.
That's my real name, man.
So what's crazy is, here's the question. If a man implemented a 90-day waiting period before he spends money on you, would you date him? Boom. Now, read some of the comments, and then I'm going to hit you with.
So this is one that I feel like a lot of women try to use, and I think I've seen a few times, this girl says, they cannot truly be compared. Money is material and can be replaced. No emotional attachment to it. There are emotional consequences that come with being intimate with someone. Once you've given your body or allowed someone to enter you, there is no getting it back.
Classic female logic. God damn it, there's still an expectation that we spend money. So if it's meaningless, we could take it off the table, right?
And then this girl says, niggas ain't going 90 days without some pussy. Sorry. And these hoes these days can barely wait 90 minutes. So this is a lose-lose situation.
Wow.
Somebody said yes, but they'll never be more than associates.
Wow. How many? Let me ask this question before I hit you with this other piece. How many women want to fuck on the first night? Tiff Ram. Her real name matches her spirit. Tiff Ram.
This response, though, this girl makes me mad, though.
What she said?
She said, probably not, silly logic. I don't like being tested, and I'm not looking to test him either. But that's a lie.
I don't like
women
being tested.
Women test men all the time from the beginning, so that's why that logic doesn't make sense.
Okay. So let me ask you this. This is going to sound like it's a sidebar, but it really isn't. Phil, get on the mic real quick, bro.
Come on with it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Philly Phil.
Philly Phil.
What's going on?
What is your favorite Eddie Murphy movie?
Ooh.
Favorite Eddie Murphy movie?
Yeah. Now, you're only 12 years old. So
I would say Life.
Life. Okay, that makes sense.
That's a good choice.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Mimi, your favorite?
Eddie Murphy?
Yes.
Trading Places.
Trading Places.
Ooh,
That's fire.
damn it.
Trading Places.
I love Trading Places. That's fire. KBZ.
I really like Norbit.
Norbit was stupid as hell.
It was, but it's so funny.
I just thought it was hilarious.
All right. And now, Tiff.
Oh, I really can't choose. Shit, there's so many. Oh, they just both said Life and Trading Space. Actually, Trading Spaces is better. That shit is
Trading
It's
Places.
Places, actually.
Places, yeah.
Places.
It's so funny.
That was a great one.
$1, man, $1.
Yes, just $1.
$1, nigga.
Mortimer and Duke.
Ruining your life for a whole dollar, nigga. For $1.
That shit was a great movie. That was a great movie.
Priceless.
Okay. And John L. in the back says Harlem Nights.
Which is my second.
I'm going to tell you what Eddie Murphy's greatest movie is, and you guys are all going to change.
His stand-up, does that count? Because I was going to ask if that counts.
Nope.
God damn.
Nope.
I was like, Raw?
Nope.
Red.
I'm going to change it. Coming to America.
I mean, it's amazing, of course.
That's the best movie.
But I do like more.
But listen very carefully. Coming to America is a nigga hiding his money in order to find his queen. It is this question. It is the embodiment of this question. If a man implemented a 90-day waiting period before he spends money on you, would you date him? Now, peep game. The nigga did spend some money on old girl, but she didn't know it was from him when he bought her the earrings.
Truth.
But the whole point of him going to America, going to Queens, was to find his queen, and he hid his wealth. He hid his stature.
And actually, to tie in that whole concept, 2 Eddie Murphy movies actually do apply to this. The reason you should maybe hide your money in the beginning is because otherwise someone like myself is going to sunshine your ass if you show me you got money.
What is sunshine? Explain.
In Harlem Nights, when they're going to go steal the money from the money man, they send who?
Her pussy.
Sunshine.
Yeah.
Right. She's like, sorry, baby, I ain't going to come home no more.
This nigga
They
said she
sent
got
the
sunshine.
sunshine over to capture your shit
Hilarious.
and distract you from the plan. So watch out.
No, I was going to add on to what you were saying about coming to America, but it was back to what I said. The family was judging the girl.
Yep.
They
Yes.
were so upset. It was
Come on,
so,
baby. I don't
so-
want you to struggle like me and your
you know what I
mama
mean?
did.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, so it's just interesting how, and then the family, the king and queen, they didn't want her involved with their family. She doesn't have royal blood. So there's the judgment. And that's back to what I was saying earlier. What can she do to the family? What does she bring? What is her value? Even though she was valuable to him, the family didn't see the value. And I think with people, you have to be strong because people always judge what you're doing.
Yeah. He could not
Actually-
possibly
okay,
want you. He has a wife.
Right.
He
Right.
came here to soil his royal oats.
Right.
But that's the funny thing about the money conversation, sorry, Mimi, is that that's actually a great example because for him, he wasn't good enough because they didn't know he had money. But the truth is they didn't know he has the money and your daughter isn't good enough for his family.
Right.
And that's where the judgment comes in. Like, you don't really know who and what you're dealing with when it comes to lineage unless you talk about it.
Right.
Because she's over here thinking she comes from a little McDougal money. She cool. But little do you know, you fucking with a prince.
Today's women are like Hakeem's wife's sister.
Yes. Isn't her name Kiki? Wait. What is her name? Her
What
name
was-
is Kiki, isn't it?
What was her name?
Jamila? I
don't know.
She was like, he's the prince. No, he's not the prince. Who told you that?
Right.
Right, she's in the
Yeah.
hot tub doing freaky things with the fucking servant of the prince, you thirsty ass.
Right. But that's because he played his representative, though.
He did.
Back to the representative role.
But again, he only did that
'Cause-
to be seen
Right.
as a real man, as a good man, as a good person. Because sometimes when a motherfucker come with the bread, women get blinded by the wallet. They get blinded by the resources. And then they don't. I always tell my daughter, you better be a good judge of character over characteristics.
True, because there's a lot of people who did shady shit to get that money, and you're gonna get so distracted by the money, you're not gonna realize how terrible of a person you just got into relationship with.
Oh, right here. Her name was Patrice.
Oh, it was.
Do you dig? And this goes back to women and their bottom lining of fucking behavior as the telltale signs of what a man is. First off, if you know anything about communications and linguistics,
Right.
65-70% of conversation is nonverbal. So it's based off of body cues. So men typically don't speak as well as women. They're not as articulate as women. They don't speak as much as women. Men typically, some reports said men typically speak around 5,000 to 6,000 words a day. Women are over 25,000, 30,000 words a day. The fuck you mean? You finna sit down and have a conversation. You don't even know how to converse with a woman, typically. Men are typically listening to fix your problems. They're not typically listening to understand what you're saying in context. They're typically listening to shut you up.
Right.
And how we shut you up is by getting to the root of the problem.
Right.
So you're telling me this because? So how can I help you? What do I need to do to? And what he's really saying, what do I need to do to shut you up?
Right.
Because I'm not here for the tsunami of words you have. Not knowing that if he fucking learned how to listen to her, her pussy gets wetter.
Right.
Her oxytocin levels go up. Just because she's being heard and she feels like not only is he listening, he's valuing everything I'm saying, even though it's a jumbled fucking mess. Because how many women, tell me if I'm wrong, how many women speak and speak and speak and speak and it's 30 minutes later and then you finally get to what you initially wanted to talk about?
Right. Right.
Welcome to my life.
Like you'll start a conversation before you even know what the fuck it is you want to talk about.
Right.
Men are not like that. Men communicate the way we shop. Niggas go into the motherfucking store. I want the 38 waist with the 32, 34 inseam. You got it? Oh, yeah, I got it. You want to try it on? I don't need to try it on. I know my size. Thank you. Nigga, it's a 6-minute transaction. We in that bitch and out. Women go in there and it's like y'all niggas is painting a tapestry. And then this scarf. Well, how many scarves do you have like this? And what are the colors? And do you have them all in stock? Can you bring them all now? Well, it's 462 scarves. That's fine. Bring them. What the
I
fuck?
will never in my life ever do that. But I do know women who do that.
But I'm saying, as a metaphor for communication, men are very linear in their approach, and women are just, it's a fucking tapestry of nouns and pronouns and verbs. So we have to sit there, and it's almost like Rubik's Cube.
Right.
Okay, we have to figure out this puzzle. And she's gonna give you hints and tips, and she's gonna be telling you, and then finally she's gonna be like, and this is what I wanted to talk to you. You'd be like, oh, okay, cool.
An hour later.
Do you see what I'm saying? So again, when we're talking about how to relate, this part of the actual motherfucking relationship package, sometimes we don't even get to that because there's so many other social pressures involved. Like if you're worried about bills, if you're worried about, nigga, how am I gonna pay this motherfucking car note? The insurance. How am I going to, what the fuck, the daycare? If you're worried about all of this, it's hard for you to peel all those layers back and be able to have that kind of conversation that I just described with a nigga you trying to be intimate with.
Right.
Right.
Because the first thing he has to address in many cases is your anxiety. And when the relationship starts, the anxiety about what's on your plate. Like, nigga, I can't even get to talking about sucking your dick until I first deal with the anxiety
About bills.
about the. But you understand? Even the boss bitches, quote unquote. You got $200,000 in student loans? Well, nigga, I can't even worry about your balls right now.
See, my whole mind thinks the opposite. I'm like, you know what? I'd rather suck your dick than think about these goddamn student loans.
Nah.
These student loans be overwhelming. This dick is easy. People need to get on my level.
You know, there's too many women out there
I know.
who have been shamed, like Mimi said.
Right.
What did Nicki Minaj say?
Oh yeah, her lyrics in that song is fierce.
She said, "We gonna tell on you.
Yep, verbatim out the song.
We
Rich
gonna
sex.
tell if you fuck them for free."
That's crazy.
So here we are, back to our question.
Ooh.
Because I don't think women have enough courage to say, fuck my friends and my family.
Yeah, most people don't.
I don't think they have enough courage.
Most people do not. You're right.
Yeah, and I'm just being honest. I like this nigga. I'm attracted to this nigga, and I'm finna fuck him. And fuck what you say, and fuck what you say. It's a lot of people that don't have the courage to do that because, again, for a lot of motherfuckers who believed in this system, the economics, the education, and all that shit, for a lot of people who believed in this system and the system failed they old asses,
Right.
they leaning on their kids to save them.
Yes.
So now they heavily involved in their kids' relationships.
Yes.
You can't fuck with this bitch. She ain't got no money.
Sound like Mama D.
You can't fuck with this nigga. This nigga's broke. We building an empire.
Right, mama talking about we build an empire. Mama, you date him then.
But do you understand? So a lot of times, mothers will live vicariously through daughters' relationships because they fucked and did all the bullshit and found out that it wasn't all that it was cracked up to be.
Right.
So now they looking back going, damn, I didn't get no money. I didn't get nothing out of the bullshit I was doing. I'm gonna teach my daughter how to get some shit. That pussy valuable, baby. Don't let niggas skeet in that box. Don't let niggas skeet for nothing. Skeeting cost. Mimi.
Well, she basically saying, don't be a hoe and don't get paid. You feel me? Which, you know what I mean? Because some people say if you're going to be a hoe, you know what I mean? You might as well get paid to be a hoe because they're going to call you one either way it go. So I think sometimes that's people's angle. I mean, not saying I agree with it, but I just had to chime in on that part of the game. You know what I mean?
You have to.
You know, but on some real stuff, I just think in life, culturally, everything is judged. If you gave a baby shower right now and all your friends gave one, they would say which one was the most epic, which one had the best food, which one had the best whatever. Everyone is judging everything.
Who gave the best gifts?
Everything's judged. You know,
we even
everything.
having baby reveal parties? Like, when did that become a thing? Or gender reveal shit.
Yeah. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just now the way things are. You know, people are looking at what you do. If you throw a birthday party and all you got at the party is
Like,
cheese and crackers, they like, oh, they had a cheesy party. Everything you do is, you know, it's judged. You have
a cheesy party.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You have a prom party and your baby pull up in the Ford Escort. They like, did you see? And everybody else's kid is in bed. I'm seriously, I know that sounds cliche, but it is the truth. And each, you know what I mean? And everyone is judging that, you know? Even adults, even grandmama would judge. They're like, did you see them in the Ford Escort? Because everybody else is at least in a limo. That's at the least part of the game, or a Cadillac, or whatever car they chose. But I think life has become, or culture is, everything is judged about how much money you spend, how epic it was, how well it was put together. Is your relationship epic? And but really what they gotta say, but really what you gotta say is what is the contents of your relationship? What is the stability of your relationship? Where's the organicness in your relationship? How real is it? How real are you to each other? That's what's important, the love that's there. But people don't look at that. They look at what's presents are there.
Mimi is killing right now.
She is. She ain't lying.
She ain't told one lie yet. No. She ain't told one falsehood yet. Because I done told motherfuckers, niggas who are searching for the epic experience are typically internally empty.
Right.
Like if you got love, like love. Let me tell you something. I always go back to Big Mama. I took my daughter past my Big Mama's old house in Pasadena. So she could see. I was like, I was over here wilding in this neighborhood right here. You know, she told me not to come back over here. So I went around the neighborhood and harassed all the kids. Right? But I showed her the block. My uncle just passed. Her son, my great uncle, he lived across the street. But I was just showing her, like, these are the blocks that I grew up on. You under dig? Let me tell you something about Big Mama. When you know you loved, simple shit gains more meaning. Now, me and Big Mama had a struggle in our relationship. We struggled. I'm Gemini, she's Scorpio. We was just like frowning at each other. But she loved the shit out of me. But I was terrible. I remember one time she had cooked for everybody. It was a family party or some shit. She cooked for everybody. Now, mind you, Chris Brown, Ray Charles was her Chris Brown. She loved the shit out of Ray Charles. So she in there playing Ray Charles. She finally sit down after cooking and feeding everybody. She finally sit down and starts eating her plate. Now she had them fat ass legs and them ankles that just look like logs. Like you could just throw them on the fire.
They look like they hurt.
Yes. They swollen permanently.
You know, I had a story time with Zoe Williams.
I always loved them, so continue.
You know, I didn't give a fuck back then. I was just a little asshole.
Yes.
So I'm watching her eat. Big Mama is eating. And Big Mama is nodding off, falling asleep while she's eating. So she's chewing and nodding. And every time she lean her head back, her mouth opens so you can see all the food.
Ooh. We all been there. There's someone in our family. Everybody even see that.
Oh my God.
Now mind you, Big Mama didn't have no goddamn teeth.
Oh no. Just mashed up everything.
Sitting right next to her, she had some brown liquor. Sitting next to her was her teeth in the brown liquor. So she nodding and leaning and chewing. So I got food too. So I got some peas
Oh no.
And she'll lean back and her mouth will open and I'll toss a pea in her mouth.
You know what?
It'll make her bounce back up and start chewing.
You know what? Hilarious.
It was a mess though.
You know I didn't give a fuck.
But your cousins was right there watching you like he gonna get another one.
Oh, them niggas was wildin'. They was laughing just like me. But let me tell you though. When I look back on those times, like I come to her house, it's raining. I didn't have nowhere to be. She'd be like, all right, nigga, come on in here. And there would be some fucking tomato soup and some crackers and some boiled chicken wings. And them shits was delicious, not because of the ingredients, but because of the love prepared. You know, it was like, nigga, you hungry? Come here. Let's go. Let me know. I'll get in there and make you something to eat. You sit down, you watch TV, don't touch them. You know, and she prepared it with love. So again, a lot of times we look at the ingredients that we've amalgamated in life. And we think if the ingredients aren't super high quality, we somehow losing. But that's because we ain't never felt the love of a big mama. See your ass nourished. To see your ass happy. See, most niggas ain't been in a relationship like that. So this is why the external accumulation of things that stimulate them matter so much. You can't tell me, it ain't my business. Maybe they do. I ain't gonna say their names, but fuck it. You can't tell me some of these celebrity motherfuckers who always talking about what they got really love each other.
No.
Because niggas who love each other don't give a fuck about what they got.
Right.
They tend to make do with what they got. It doesn't mean they don't want to get more. It doesn't mean they settle for less. It just means when they look around and see what they got in comparison to who they have,
right,
it pales in comparison. You see what I'm saying? That's how I knew I was loved. Nigga, come in here and get this bowl of tomato soup.
Right.
Like even basic shit. I was sitting with her son the other day, another one of her sons. He's 81, my great uncle. They got a restaurant. You know, I go in there and I just ask for food for free.
Of course,
I'm struggling.
you do.
My uncle be like, nigga, you hungry? Yes, I am. I want 2 orders of fried okra. Make it 3. His wife is like, just give him a pint. He
So you can take it home. Yes.
Right.
Not fucking around with all the containers.
I was like, I want 2 barbecue beef ribs. And then I said something. I was like, I want 4 tomatoes, sliced tomatoes with salt and pepper. And my uncle started crying. He was like, that's Big Mama, them damn tomatoes and salt. I said, well, shit, order some. He said, I'd already told the lady to order mine too.
Cute.
You see what I'm saying? Sometimes like little things that you do for each other will take you to the next level of intimacy in your relationship, and it's predicated off the little thing.
Right.
It's not predicated, oh, she bought me a Bentley.
Right.
Okay, nigga. All right. Well, nowadays our big mamas are 27.
Right.
Man.
Right.
Man.
We have 27-year-old big mama, nigga.
Right.
That's so crazy.
Oh my God.
Also, people be out here lying, talking about he bought me a Bentley. Nah, he got you a lease. Don't lie.
Even
Like,
a
I'm
lease.
just saying, like, but that's how crazy it is out here. Like, people just want to look like they doing some shit, and you ain't even really doing it. So just stop with all the nonsense, man.
When the last time you had sliced tomatoes with salt and pepper?
I ain't gonna lie, it was just in May when I was home for my birthday. My mom eats them like that too. That's just crazy.
Put a little Italian dressing on it. It's good with a little Italian
Yes,
dressing
there you
on
go.
it.
They're gonna meet me. They're gonna meet me. Understand me.
Yes.
Not no mushy ones, the firm. I like my tomatoes nice.
But I think this goes back also to Antonio Moore's point when he was saying, if slaves could find love,
Right.
and they were slaves, they were property.
Right.
If they could find love, how is it that it's harder to find love today when we're not enslaved, but we're enslaved to the money? We're enslaved to the acquisition of the materialistic things. Mimi?
That's because they had real love, and love is what kept them strong. They were fighting against an oppressor. So the only thing that held them together was love and vibing and doing spiritual things to make themselves be able to move forward. They were actually taught to hold your head down when Master walk in. They taught to, if Master wants your wife, to let your wife go. So they couldn't even really be the man that they are today. So at the end of the day, it's not just a financial thing. They were stripped of everything. So only thing you do have is a love. You know what I'm trying to say? If you have nothing else, you feel me? That's what you have. That's why people fell in love so much with God and Jesus. And again, I love them, but I'm just saying, because you need something to love. It's like you're looking for something to keep you strong through this day. We're in a different culture. People are buying things to show love. Most people bought more stuff for their kids than their mama bought for them, because in today's society, there's more stuff to buy. You know what I mean? When I was a kid and I was 10, there was no computer for my mama to buy me. But today, these kids at 8, they need their iPhone, a computer. Well, I didn't have an iPhone at 8, and it didn't exist. But today, that's based on how much you love your kid. Or what you buy your kid. Oh, you got them at, Metro. Oh, okay. Well, we just got our kid AT&T 10 Plus. You know what I mean? It's being shipped. They only, you know what I mean? And that makes them feel good. They may even hang up and giggle with their other friend about how you have the Metro, the $39.99, and they have the $1,200 phone. I mean, it's just a whole other part of the game.
Right.
You
Somebody said something in the chat room that I got to speak on. Somebody says sliced tomatoes, cucumbers with white vinegar, and salt and pepper. Hey, man.
Clean eating.
Come on,
there
man.
You go.
So delicious.
Come on, I got to call out the chat room. Y'all in here, you're not hitting the like button. You're not hitting the share button. You're not hitting the super chat, but you getting this good game.
Right.
Y'all niggas love getting good game for free from Zoe.
Man.
It's all good. I mean, fuck it, I guess. Shit.
What I was going to say, though, is I actually feel like the reason why love was more possible then is because the racism was, like, it was overt. So slavery was overt. It was in your face. Whereas we still have slavery. We're slaves to consumerism, but it's so covert and we're so unaware of it that people are consumed by that. You can't have real love if your love is actually money. If you're more in love with money and having things, you'll never be able to appreciate another person and their time and their spirit.
Ben Rich Visuals just hit us with a super chat for $20. He said, give me a Leave Us Zoe, por favor. All right, here we go. Leave us. Leave us. Hey, and you hear it in all of the movies. Star Wars. Leave us. You hear it in fucking Black Panther. Leave us. That's the first line in the movie.
It is, really.
T'Chaka, Black Panther's father. Leave us. Right? Let's see. Even T'Challa says it in Black Panther. Leave us. Coming to America. Leave us.
I love that you're doing every version right now.
You hear it in Game of Thrones. Leave us. The white leave us. Yeah, fuck it. I got some t-shirts coming with the Leave Us logo on it.
Oh, shoot, I like that.
Okay.
Leave us. It's just a nice way to say, get the fuck out. No, I'm sorry. It's just, but it's a nice way. To just leave us. That's how a nigga know you mad. Hey, man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean leave us. Thank you very much for the super chat, man. I might take a quick little break. As a matter of fact, we're going to take a quick 30-second break. I don't know what's going on with the phone lines. People have been trying to call in. I've heard that there have been some kind of technical difficulties, but if you want to call in, please call us. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. That's 323-230-4610. We're going to take a quick 30-second break, and we're going to return with today's topic, man. I think it's a very powerful topic. You ladies have showed your proverbial asses. And Zoe is quite pleased with the shape of your mental asses. We'll be back at 2.2, the voice of reason on Dash Talk X. I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Hey,
You are now tuned in to the voice of reason. The big humble soul is your host this evening. So Williams, man of many topics. Talk about everything, ain't nothing out of pocket. Religion and music to maximizing profit. Or how to tell if your relationship is toxic. If you on the wrong path, we can stop it. Knowledge is like the beat and we drop it. So tune in and get you some wisdom. From square guests to niggas that's just out of prison. So whether you're saint, sinner, or heathen, get you some grown game from the voice of reason.
So I got this two-timing chick who got her revenge from when I was on my two-time tip. And even when I tried to correct it, she couldn't get past how she was disrespected, neglected my effort, a pair with no trust, dirty games and affairs that been tearing us up. If things ain't picture perfect, is it really worth it? I have an idea, but I need to know for certain.
I'm calling you up, I'm calling you up. 'Cause I need a love doctor, and I need it right away. I'm calling you up, I'm calling you up. 'Cause I need to hear the doctor's voice of reason.
That shit go dumb. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. And ladies, they're in tow. Great topic tonight. Nobody's ready for what we do. Nobody's ready for how we get down. We have real conversations about relationships while everybody else is tiptoeing around, scared to really get at it. Let me remind y'all where y'all at.
Dash Talk, the place where conversation and inspiration are the main event.
Motherfuckers. Yeah, your boy Zoe Williams is in the building. I got Mimi from Keeping It Real with Mimi in the house. You know, she's such a delicious person.
Oh, thank you.
I try to, not OD on her so much. So, you know how you can OD on somebody. Let me get the music right for this. Oh, Mimi. Yeah. Beautiful lady in here sharing some heavy things. Gosh. Followed by the little homie. She just got in the building. This is her second time. She promised that she would talk more. And she has.
I have, right.
KBZ. I'm gonna come up with something.
Yeah, it's never the same every time I say my name.
The OG warrior Care Bear. She's small. She's like
She
really
is.
small.
I
She's
say
like,
travel size. I like to say travel size.
she's got like guns and arms. Like she's really strong. It's like a warrior Care Bear.
Warrior Care Bear.
She's like a kid, the angry Care Bear. Just beat everybody's ass just because she's strong.
I'm nice though.
Yeah, she's very nice. And then, of course, next to her, we have. Should she be telling the truth, too? Fuck. Tiff Talk. We might have to call Tiff OG TMI.
I'll take it.
Because Tiff will just say, I sucked a dick yesterday and I was disappointed. What?
Hilarious.
What happened?
It empowers people to live their sexual truth. Come on.
I was on the metro sucking a dick and then, what?
Never.
What happened?
What?
Hilarious.
Mimi just be having some wild, not Mimi, but Tiff be having some wild ass stories, man. Tell the truth.
Oh, y'all haven't even heard the wild stories.
Oh,
This is tame.
Jesus.
What I share here is semi-tame.
Let me shout out to Miko Aubrey. She says, all love, always fam. She just hit us with $25 on the super chat.
Thank you.
Biggie Unchained 99 hit us with $15 on the super chat. And of course, Ben Rich Visuals hit us up. We appreciate it. If you want to hit the super chat, just know it is the $sign down at the bottom of the live chat room on our YouTube page. And I want all of our listeners on Dash Radio to be aware that you can also see the show. You can see how beautiful Mimi is. She that beautiful beige color. She got them green eyes. She's a delicious little woman. She a little petite woman too, hella curvy. You understand? Then you got the little chocolate warrior Care Bear. She's little chocolate warrior. Little, what they call them, a chocolate drop. And she's literally just a little Hershey's kiss. She about this big. She's
adorable.
Hilarious.
We should do a video and I should like bench press you.
Then you have, right, like
We
literally.
could probably do that for real.
Literally.
You can't be but 100, maybe 10 pounds tops.
And then you have Hippolyta, Wonder Woman's mama from this Amazon built Tiff.
It's true.
Tiff is an Amazon.
It's true.
How tall are you, Tiff?
I'm only 5'8".
When you put on them heels.
Oh yeah, I'm 6 feet with the heels on. Yeah.
And then it just all spreads out.
Oh, shoot. Watch out. Oh, shoot.
So much
That's who's in the building with Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. We have a wonderful topic tonight. The ladies have been quite candid. They've pulled the curtain back to show us what's in the minds of ladies. I don't know how honest they've been, because I think most women will be outraged if relationship was flipped. I took a quote from a person who listens to the show. I took a quote from her page and I put it on my page and I got ripped. Women were threatening to stop following me. I got ripped for it because they assumed that this was my perspective. And the question is, if a man implemented a 90-day waiting period before he spends money on you, would you date him? You can't put no price on the goddess of the universe, nigga. I'm sorry. I just posted it. And I'm just saying, a lot of people were offended. And I don't think we're equating money in a man's wallet to a woman's body. Let's just clear that up.
Right.
But when women play that game, you can't then turn around and say, don't equate money to a woman's body. Because there are a lot of women who equate their own yonis to a relationship ATM machine.
Right.
Am I lying? There are a lot of women out there. It's just too much fucking evidence. There's too much evidence. That rich sex song says enough.
Man.
This ass is pointed toward the rich nigga. That's a lyric. Can you pull the lyrics?
Yes.
What about the polar opposite? KBZ, pull up the lyrics for I Shouldn't Have to Fuck for Free.
That's the name of the song?
That's the dude song, right?
Yes, that's Drake.
Yeah.
Is Drake onto something? Should women be charged for the dick, just like men are charged for the flesh empanada?
Literally, she says, I like money more than dick. That's like at the beginning of the song.
Would you say that it's a little effeminate for a man to say a woman has to pay for my penis?
No, I think that can still be a masculine thing to say.
I'm asking you.
Like, that's where gigolos came from. They be slanging the dick.
Dick slingers. A lot like gunslingers.
I think the difference is back in the day when you referred to a gigolo, it almost, you knew it was good dick. Nowadays, dudes could be paying and the yoni could be terrible. There's no guarantee that you pay for this girl's dinner and it's just even gonna be good. The connotation usually when someone talks about a gigolo was like, yeah, that's that good dick. You know what you paying for.
You got ratings.
Right.
Wow. He got ratings. Did you hear this, Lord? He got ratings. See, let us in. Pull the curtain back. I know this is the lingo you motherfuckers use when we're not around. You won't be judged today. Are you telling me there is a silent dick rating system amongst you women that you guys share?
Silent? Nah, I just put stars next to your name in my phone. Like, so I remember when you call.
You know what? Not so you remember. You don't remember otherwise.
I mean,
Your
that's
ass
the
is
whole
crazy.
point. Like, I mean,
funny.
I'm just saying, like, me and my mom even were talking once, and she said when she was young, even if there was this like making out or like foreplay, she used to write it in her journal and like put little stars or not like rated. And you know, her and her little girlfriends would talk. Like, girls just be like, it'd be real.
Dick ratings.
If the rating's too good, I don't advise giving no dick ratings.
That's the
ladies,
one thing I was gonna
ladies,
say.
are you listening to the show right now? That's not what you do with the dick. Okay, if your dick is bomb, your man is bomb, you might want to keep it to yourself. Because they going to be looking at him, hoping it was their man. They're going to be trying to give him some and see if you know what you talking about. So avoid them trying to see what you talking about and keep your bedroom and your information in your house to yourself.
And let me just say this again. You're listening to the Voice of Reason on Dash Talk X. Let me explain to you now. This is grown folk talk. This is grown folk talk. Now, if the kids are around, tell the motherfuckers to go to sleep or jump out the car or... No, don't jump out the car. Jesus. Turn on. Right now, this is Dickelodeon. This is not Nickelodeon. You're listening to Dickelodeon right now. Let me ask you, ladies. If the dick is delicious, if the dick is very good, do you mind paying for it? KBZ, would you pay for very good dick? Caviar dick.
That's like a really good question. Like, I've never asked myself that. Is it my birthday? And, you know, like,
Period. Period. I'm saying in context. Just in context of how men pay for that. Because you hear the conversations all the time. Men pay for it indirectly anyway.
Right.
Indirectly, you don't pay for it anyway.
Right.
Whether it's dating, whether it's movies and all types of other, you know,
if it's a for sure thing, and, you know, I thought about it, if it's a for sure thing, because good dick to her might not be that good to me, you know what I mean?
No, I'm talking about to you.
Right.
Okay.
Magical wand. If you get magic wand,
I'd probably do it one time just to have fun. I'm pretty sure it's fun giving somebody money and don't gotta worry about them afterwards ever again unless you want to.
Wow. I don't know if I put that stipulation on it. My stipulation is this your dude.
Oh. This is my guy and I'm
and
giving
you
him
paying,
money?
Yeah.
What am I giving him money for?
You know what you're giving him money for?
Like, this is like every time I want to have sex with him.
Not every time you want to say. I'm saying it. The nigga needs some Jordans.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Girls do that all the time already.
Not really.
Well, some do. I know I've bought gifts for guys. Like a thank you. I'm not saying
Keep the
thank
gifts
you, but
coming. If you want this dick to be happy.
I've definitely bought gifts. So I am that girl.
Yeah, I'm a
Hey,
gift
Phil.
giver too. I know you a gift giver.
What if,
yeah,
what
we're all
if
gift
men
givers.
were like women in that and said some shit like this? If you want to keep this dick happy, you need to keep the new J's coming.
Oh, you can't make it no obligation for me.
But that's how women do.
As soon as you make
We talk about double standards.
You can't make it an obligation for me.
I don't think they'll rock with that. They would be like, nah.
I don't think so. They'd be like, get the fuck out of here. You know how many niggas is waiting around the corner for this pussy?
As an obligation, I wouldn't do it. You can't tell me what to do.
But don't you tell your man what to do?
I don't do ultimatums well.
But don't y'all, women are the masters of subtle, open-ended ultimatums. Am I lying?
Hey, but you know what? I mean, I guess women are, but I guess from my standpoint, like, I take care of myself. Whether a man is around or not, I'm still living like I live. So a man don't make or break me. So, baby, you know, if it's not going to work out, it's just not working out. I'm not about to be, doing all this extra. Now, if I find some good stuff, though, and I'm in love with it, I'm catering to it. What I'm doing is keeping it to want to keep coming over here. So when he come over, I got his favorite meal. He like banana pudding. I'm going to make one. Whatever it is he say he like, I got his favorite sodas on chill, his favorite whatever it is he want. I'm going to show him when he got home. Look what I bought for you today. It might be simple stuff. Your honey bun, your
That's what I'm
soda
talking
pop,
about. That's
your
what I'm talking
candy,
about.
because you paying attention to what your dude like.
That's what I'm talking
And
about.
that's how, that. And when you love somebody, that's a selfless act. That's not really thinking, I'm going to buy him. That's just thinking, you my baby and you like them honey buns and I want to see you smile after we do what we do.
That's what I'm talking about, Mimi.
I'm doing it from the love of my heart.
That's what I'm talking about, Mimi.
Yeah.
Because if you gonna say, indirectly, a nigga gotta pay, the nigga is always gonna come back to the concept of, well, what is it worth?
Man. It's so crazy. These conversations are always so crazy to me.
Why?
Because I just really, I wasn't necessarily raised like that, and I never really thought like that. Because again, I was raised by brothers, so they raised me to treat men how they wanted their girl to treat them. And so I was always raised to cater to a man and to spoil them, because I learned to spoil my brothers. Like, I used to clean my brother's apartment for him, iron their clothes, buy them the shit they wanted, because they were like low-key grooming me to treat my man like that. So that's how I always treated my men. I always catered to my men. Like I said, if you want to be treated like a queen, you have to treat him like a king. So like Mimi said, always having his favorite fruit ready, or his favorite lingerie, or, some dudes just like t-shirt and a panty on, like whatever it is, you're just going to keep that coming, because that's how you keep him happy. So that's the thing that about society, we really have like taught women that it's all about you, and it's like, nah. Like,
That's why I think it's a difficult task to ask of most women. Mimi is a Super Saiyan woman. Like, she has passed all the childish, frivolous, stupid little games that a lot of people play. So when y'all hear Mimi speak, and she be speaking on some real shit, is because she been through some shit. She's learned some things about herself. She's at another level. But these young motherfuckers are really more invested in what they get as opposed to how to give. They don't even really know how to serve.
No.
They think serving is a negative thing.
Right.
Right? When in fact, if a woman really knew how to serve her man, she could awaken the greatness in him.
Yes.
And when I say this, serving his purpose.
Yes.
Right? Not just serving his dick,
Right.
serving his purpose.
Right.
Serving what gives him meaning. That's a whole nother level to that. That would take the whole conversation of what's in your wallet out of the whole picture.
Right.
Because if I lock into your purpose and I'm like this fucking battery for it and jumpstart it, oh my God. Now you on your way to something, and I'm connected to it energetically, spiritually, right? But a lot of women don't know how to do that anymore. I don't know if it's fair to say it's not the woman's fault that they don't know how to do it anymore.
No, because no one taught them. So how are you supposed to know?
Right. It's like a lost generation out here.
And we don't show it on TV. We don't show it in music videos. So where else are they going to learn? It's not like it's on YouTube. And that's how young people are learning. So they don't have any role models.
Right. And the same is true of men.
Right.
Men don't know how to connect to a woman. Like I explained earlier in the show, men don't know how to listen effectively to women. Let me tell you now, you put your ear on her. You put your ear on a woman now. That meat empanada gonna open right.
Right.
If
so
you put your ear on her, man.
Right.
It's a lot of niggas that be in here. Zoe's a simp because he be listening.
Stupid.
Listen,
far from that.
All I'm trying to do is create a show that has never existed before.
Right.
And that is create a platform that allows women to be able to speak without judgment the way they speak to other women. Prince made a record called If I Was Your Girlfriend.
Right.
And if you listen to the lyrics, somebody pull up the lyrics. Somebody pull up the lyrics right now, because we got to break this down. Because if you listen to the lyrics, this nigga is basically saying, you talk to her different than you talk to me. You divulge shit about yourself to your girlfriend that you would never divulge to me, because I'm your man. See, that's a whole nother game right there.
My dude literally said that. He's like, I want you to tell me the things that you tell your girlfriend. I was like,
he can't say it like that, though. He can't.
Like, I don't know.
He can't. See, men, we come in like a dick. We come in straightforward.
Yeah, and I was like, I
need you. This is what he did right here. I need you
yeah, that's the voice.
to tell me the same shit. I don't want you to talk to me now the way you talk to your girl. You understand? See, because if we're going to be together, you understand, the things about you I'm going to need to know in order to proceed. You understand?
Correct.
Now, I ain't going to really be able to proceed effectively unless you talk to me in the same way that you talk to Ramanisha. Now, when you talk to Ramanisha, you tell Ramanisha all types of shit. But I'm going to need to know the same information. But to be honest with you,
Okay, come on.
most niggas don't want you to talk to them like they were your girlfriend.
They want to know the same information, but don't actually speak to them like that. And that's what you have to change. And that's what I told him.
Right.
I was like, you want to know the same information I tell her, but you don't want me to tell it to you in the same manner. Because if I talk to him like I talk to her, that would be disrespectful.
Well, let's hear it. Like, how do you talk to her? Situation, scenario.
Because girls, like, well, me and my girls, mind you, my squad, we roll like way different than the average female. So I'm TMI with everybody who's close to me. Like, you think the radio is bad, y'all ain't even ready for what's said behind these closed doors. So yeah, like I told him, I was like, you don't want all these unnecessary, excessive details that I give her. Like, I'll tell her, like, you know, I shaved today. Like, here's an example. My best friend texted me. She was like, did you see that picture I put on Instagram? I didn't even know my butt was hairy. I got to go wax. Like, no, you don't want to know that.
Yeah, it's a lot of niggas out there that don't want to know.
Right.
Like, how we talk to each other, you don't want to know that.
We don't want to know about your ass hair.
Right.
So I was like, babe, you don't really want to know everything.
But listen,
everything. I promise
in a weird way, I found out that my last girlfriend really loved me when she walked in the bathroom while I was shitting and was just talking to me. As if it didn't stink like the devil's asshole in there.
You know what I've done?
She tried.
Oh my, because I have definitely done something similar, but I didn't pretend it didn't stink. I was like, nigga, smell, I'll be back.
No, she act like she was unaffected. She was like, listen here, now when you done, we got to get down to the. And I was in there struggling with it, like. And the nigga had a straight face. Now, when you done, you go on now. You let me know, because we got to go to the. You don't smell this shit.
Hilarious.
What the fuck? Love is rare, my niggas.
I'm done with you. Like it didn't stink. Nah, she crazy.
I'm just saying, man, that's the kind of love people want to be a part of. You want to be a part of a love that, can I just be honest, man? This is why money is such a big deal. Because of that word worth.
Right.
If you fucked up, right? You want somebody to be able to acknowledge that you fucked up, you broken. And that your brokenness is safe around them.
Right.
Not that they cater to your brokenness, not that they placate to the brokenness, but that they understand the brokenness.
Right.
And they're not going to judge the brokenness. They're not going to condemn the brokenness. They're not going to put the brokenness on a motherfucking timeline to get fixed.
Right.
That's just a motherfucker just, I love you, man. As you are. I accept you. Right? That's the kind of love people want. But the kind of love people have is, nigga, you better have enough money to make me being around this shit okay. Do you understand what I mean? If you got enough money, if you got enough resources, then nigga, I don't give a fuck what you going through. The money can keep me cool, and you can deal with whatever is wrong with you. Do you understand? That's a fucked up space to be in.
Yeah, that's not cool.
And a lot of the relationships are transactional in that way. All I'm asking for is for people to see that relationship in and of itself is probably the most important interaction you're going to have as a human being. I think it's the reason why there's a planet Earth.
Yes.
We come to this school to learn about ourselves through intimate relationship. We get bits and pieces of the knowledge of self through every experience.
I agree to that.
Sometimes you got to have 10 experiences to get one answer about who you are.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? The whole reason we here, you got to have relationship. And relationship is the school. Right? For the Christians, their teacher is Jesus. For the Muslims, their teacher is Muhammad. For the Buddhists, their teacher is Buddha. But they're all teachers teaching you about your relationship with God. Now, from religion comes family building. You're supposed to get principles, spiritual principles from religion, right? On how to interact as a family. Now, the Hindus, the Buddhists, the Taoists, they come from another space. They come from the space of internal spiritual evolution. You're not in relationship unless you see God in your partner. Right? The Abrahamic beliefs, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, which are cousins, all related religions, because of Father Abraham, they all have cultural beliefs that create the family mold, right? Here's the thing about love. It transcends all of that shit. And if you don't have love, the relationship that you're in is not being used effectively.
Right.
It's exactly the same as being in a classroom and not paying attention.
Right.
Right.
That's what love is about.
Man.
You got people out here in this transactional world telling you love ain't enough, God ain't enough, meaning ain't enough. I'm not here. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not here to make you feel like nothing. You just here to bring something to me. The fuck you mean I'm here to bring something to you? That's it? Yes, nigga. And then after you've delivered it, you in the dig? We're done.
Right.
There's somebody in the chat room that don't understand what I'm saying.
I saw there's a few people like, what is Zoe talking about?
They don't understand. I mean,
What
it's
the
fine.
fuck is going on? Relationship is the classroom.
It's fine. They don't understand.
What do you mean?
They've never read the relationship dismount.
Clearly, go buy it today.
It's
Amazon.
fine.
Come on.
Right now.
Right? I mean, it's fine. I mean, you know, niggas struggle.
They do be struggling.
It's like pedaling on a bike with one paddle.
Right.
Uphill. Do you understand? I'm saying we are here on planet Earth to interact. What is your body for? Your body
Communicate.
is to move in this realm, in this world, right? It's a vehicle. Let's not mince words here. It's a fucking vehicle.
It is. It is.
But where does your body normally take you in every fucking aspect of life? Whether it be at work, whether it be at home, right? Whether it be for play, leisure time, where does your body take you? It takes you places to interact with other people.
Right.
Boom. What he said.
And they go, what is Zoe talking about? Just slow your mind down. Or speed it up. One of the two.
One of the two.
Right? It's there to take you to interface with other people. The foundation of being on planet Earth is about relating. And when you relate, you get information from that environment, feedback, biofeedback. Oh, I'm with this motherfucker. And this motherfucker has showed me something about myself that I have heretofore not seen. I didn't know I was capable of that. Why did this nigga touch me that way? I usually protect my emotions from people. How was he able to get past my emotional defenses? I wasn't ready for this situation, but spirit was ready for your ass to get the next lesson. Right? That's what this shit is about. Jesus. Zoe, do a show on why people rationalize or compartmentalize mistreating their dude or lady. Everybody rationalizes and compartmentalizes. That's how they could put it away. You don't want that shit at the top of your consciousness, right? Fucking with you all day. If you have a heart, if you're empathetic, that would bother you. So the natural thing to do is to fucking pack it away.
Very.
What'd you find for me?
Oh, I was just, that whole like packing away your emotions and no one's supposed to get there made me think of Deborah Cox's song.
Nobody's supposed to be here. Yeah.
Yeah.
How the fuck you find this? How you find this spot in my unhealed soul, nigga?
Right?
You ain't supposed to be
How
here.
dare you? I was done with this love thing.
Right. Some people run.
I tried.
Or they start dating other
tried.
people to try to mix in some other emotions.
I tried all of the things to escape this one, but it didn't work.
Are you in love?
He's so patient, it's upsetting.
Oh, cute.
I just sit back and watch.
Because I tried all of the things.
I swear, man, I just sit back and watch. That's all you can do.
Right.
You sit back and you watch. Somebody asked me recently, like, cause
see?
The shit that's weird. Let me just say this shit that's weird. Motherfuckers will like you because of who you are, and then try to, after you guys agree on maybe trying to be something, try to put you in a box to fit what they, you know. Now, first off, this box existed before your ass got there.
Right.
So how in the you made this box before I got here? So how do you? This shit ain't tailored.
Right.
Right.
This is an off the rack box,
which I don't do.
That I don't fit in.
Right.
An off the rack relationship box. No. Listen, Tiff.
Yep. Oh damn.
People tearing up shit. Jesus, you all right? All right, our intern tried to tear up her phone on purpose. All right, we're done. I was gonna finish that thought, but I'll save it for another day. We're at the end of the show.
What?
Yeah, because guess what? I ain't right about nothing. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Nah, not a bit of it. All I'm doing is creating the dialogue and letting you guys get out there and continue the conversation.
Hey.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, here on Dash Talk X. We have the premier relationship talk show in the world, my nigga.
Si, senor.
Nobody doing it the way I do it. And then the ladies come in and just slap the shit out the park. It's really easy. I want to thank Mimi, Tiff, and of course, KB.
Thank you.
Little tough ass Care Bear in this motherfucker right now.
Care Beezy.
Care Beezy.
Beezy.
On the Care Beezy side of the game. I want to thank everybody for chiming in, tuning in. Thanks, Super Chat, YouTube, everybody who follows the show. Listen, we'll be back Wednesday with another slapper. Zoe Williams is not about those games. Let's continue to have great conversation, great dialogue, and we'll figure out what's going on so we can get these phone lines popping for you guys to participate, okay? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, and I'm